Okay folks, here she is. My first ever model kit of a Star Trek vessel. This is the NX-4508 USS Aegean. The time frame for it would have been shortly after Star Trek VI, the Undiscovered Country. She's an NX, therefore an experimental ship. And so, there we go. And so I took the liberty of doing some unusual things. Like a secondary dish underneath the saucer. Drilled out all the windows. I added this extra sensor up under here. What does it do? I don't know. It's shiny. It looks cool. There's a couple of extra ports behind the neck there for more docking. So it's got cargo or docking bays. I added more detailing there, so you can make out that that is actually intended to be cargo doors that would slide open, and so you can have extra storage in there. There is the shuttle bay in the back, including shuttles, teeny little shuttles. I love that the Excelsior kit came with 3 teeny little shuttlecraft, so I cut them separately from their base that they were part of, and painted them up and attached them in. So there's 2 of them there. I used a darker blue color scheme than the duck egg that the Excelsior is. It was kind of differentiated a bit. I think it came out quite nicely. I like that dark blue on it. Did a light up on the tops of the sails. In the next gen era, the sides light up. And this is why they include the tops and the sides as clear pieces, so you can choose what era to make the ship in. And then another modification I did, first underneath the fan tail where the shuttle bay is, that was one of the alternate cockpits that came with the model. The parts that were supposed to fit there, that came with it, weren't in the kit. So I had to improvise. So I threw the other cockpit under there, drilled holes in it, and now it's a lounge underneath the shuttle bay. And then this shuttle bay, I made a lot of modifications to it, because it was just a big empty room that really had nothing going on in there. And so, let me get a flashlight, see if I can light up the inside of it better. There's another shuttle up there on a shelf on the right. There's a little landing port. There's a window where the controllers sit. There are, over on the far left, that's rooms with different floors. And I smoothed out the interior of the bulkhead struts that it had, because they would actually kind of keep it from working as a cargo bay, because they'd be blocking access. So yeah, a little bit of light leakage maybe, but I'm pretty happy with that still. The bumps going around it are actually intended to be additional tractor beam emitters. There's my green and red directional signals for port and starboard. I had a lot of fun building this. She's a good model. The planetary sensor underneath, what I did is that, apart from painting it a different color to make it stand out more, is that I drilled out the center of it and I included a tank wheel in there, which has these holes that allow light to shine through, and it makes it look a little different. It's an experimental type that may not have been found to be as effective, so it didn't go into main production. This is the original stand that came with the model. I put a brass tube instead of the solid aluminum one because I needed wiring. And then the Starfleet emblem is a pin that I bought off eBay for a few dollars. It's got a little power switch on the back. And lights are off. It's got a single 9-volt battery under the base. Right now it just sits on top of it. I might put a bottom lid on that later. And let's see, I think I'll turn off the overhead. See the lighting maybe a little more effectively. The lighting I did on this was actually using a little lighting set that was intended for remote control airplanes and helicopters. It included several circuits for solid on lights and a couple of circuits for that fast blink, and then there was also a circuit for a slow blink. Now that I think about it, I wish I had put that slow blink onto the warp crystal up top instead. I think that would have been a cooler effect to have that blinking. It is lit up, you just can't see it real well. You can kind of see it pulse with the other lights as they blink. So that circuit board's not perfect. It was inexpensive, so I think it's a nice inexpensive way to add lighting to a kit. I'm planning on using those for a bunch of other things too. But that is the NX class Aegean. Next up is the Aegean-C Ambassador class.